And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. Today, I am reviewing Sharknado 2, the second one. 10 out of 10 title creation there. This movie came out about a year after the first one, 2014. You want to check out their review? It came out a couple of days ago. You'll check that one out. But, gotta say, I didn't really know what to expect with where this movie was going to go after it all. But here we are. So, got a lot of thoughts on this movie. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? So, you could tell pretty early on that the budget for this movie was significantly larger. Either they got more corporate backing, or they were able to just pour in a lot more funds because they saw how successful the first one was. But there's a lot of more product placement because they actually somehow were able to use actual products. You see Coors Light, you see Xfinity, you see all these other sponsors. I'm calling them fucking sponsors because they pretty much fucking are sponsors. We'll get to Xfinity a few reviews down the road, but no interest at all at putting that budget into your CGI, which is somehow even worse than the first movie. I was absolutely flabbergasted that somehow they could go lower than rock bottom. But here we are. I guess now we're just going to have to wait till we hit Obsidian. On top of all the other extra products, too, they add in a lot more celebrity cameos. I guess. There's talk shows galore in this one. The Today Show, Live with Kelly and Michael. It's taking place in New York now, by the way. The first one was in Los Angeles. Now we're in New York City. So that's why there's all these other celebrities and whatnot here, and it's kind of crazy that all of these people are here. It really is, but especially Michael Strahan, because I think he left the show shortly after this movie came out. But who am I to judge? You can't predict that when you're the creators of Sharknado. You just can't. Also, a significant portion of the movie takes place at a Mets game. Let's go Mets. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then there's a few other things. I mean, they do some more references. They do some more random stuff. Like they do a jumping the shark line. I can't fault them for that, for making shark puns. There's also one of the guys from Shark Tank who ended up going to jail. But he's in this movie. He ends up getting killed. So that's kind of cool, actually. But there's one celebrity cameo in this movie. And that really did not age well. It's not the Shark Tank guy that went to jail. It's not Michael Strahan, who no longer works for the Kelly and Michael show. It's not even Kelly and Michael anymore because Michael left. It's Jared Fogle. Fucking Jared Fogle is in this movie. And it's not just a one-off thing. He's in this movie twice. This was only a year before it happened, folks. Only a year before he went to jail, by the way. I cannot fucking believe that he was in this movie. I mean, Subway paid out the ass to be in this movie. There are Subway logos everywhere. I could not believe it. I really just, I don't even know what else to say. I can't believe it. Other than that, the plot's pretty much the same, except it takes place somewhere different, and there's upgraded like gadgets and technology, and of course, like there's more. They try to explain some more science behind sharks flying in the fucking sky, of course. Um, about how like now multiple Sharknadoes can form, or like the areas of high pressure and low pressure, how there's like snow falling, but it's summertime, so they don't understand what the fuck's going on there. And Matt Lauer's here too, not as bad as Jared Fogle, but not really good at all. So there's such a bunch of untimed cameos, and they're all trying to like explain this shit, and it doesn't make any sense because it's not fucking real. But anyways, we move along with it because here come the guns. Here come the guns, and there's a taxi guy, and then they're swimming. We get Finn's brother or like brother-in-law or something like that, where it's he's like a giant Mets fan, and he's like hitting. It was pretty cool. He had like this giant bat, and he would keep swinging at the sharks, and it would fly all over the place. That was pretty cool. I really like that. And then we got like alligators in the New York sewers. Wow, such an original concept there. And the CGI on those is just as bad as the sharks. It's insane, but can't really expect anything different now, can you? I can't. Another line that really was just weird. It was the Weather Channel, and they were trying to measure the sharks, and it was like 2 inches of shark per hour. Huh? At least with the stuff that Al Roker was talking about, you could, like, kinda make sense with it, but not really. I don't know. But otherwise, I mean, they introduced some other new characters that I think are okay. I honestly think the character dynamic in this movie is a lot better. There's a new family that they introduced. It's like the wife's sister, I think, or no, the husband's sister. So the Finn's kids are not in this movie at all. Neither is Nova, which is a massive downgrade. But now we get this whole other family that's led by Mark McGrath, of all people, which is just crazy in itself. And I really like their family dynamic, actually. Mark McGrath's actually a pretty good father. Who would have thunk it? The craziest part of this movie, once again, comes at the end. Well, actually, it's at both the beginning and the end. So the wife's arm gets bit off on the while they're doing a plane crash because they fly straight into a Sharknado, and somehow she's able to hold on with one arm and hanging outside the plane as it crashes at hundreds of miles an hour down the landing strip. Shouldn't be surprised, but I still am. Anyway, she survives that somehow. And then at the end of the movie, once again, here comes that same shark that bit her arm off, happens to land right in front of them. Finn gets eaten by the shark, happens to land right in front of his wife. And guess what? The hand is still in there. This is, at very least, a whole day after. And that shark was alive for most of that day. That fucking hand should be digested and shat out in the New York streets. But nope. Fully intact, gun and all. So they can do a cool re-proposal. fun. Let's not even get into the fact that they... Well, we'll get to that later, actually. But anyway, that's going to do it for this review. This movie was, I think, overall better. The acting was better. More cool gadgets. More fun shit. More big names. Names that are no longer big. Anyway, my final score, I'm going to give it another 4. Yeah, it's a little bit better, but not enough better to get another point. Sorry. In fact, for having Jared Fogle in here, we're actually going to knock you down to a 3. In fact, for having Matt Lauer in here, we're actually going to drive you down to a 2. You get 2 out of 10. Fuck you. Makes sense, though. You're the second movie. You get 2 out of 10. So anyways, it's going to do it for this review. Have you ever seen Sharknado 2, the second one? Literally called that. I'm not lying. Let me know. Comment section down below. But anyways, it's going to do it for this review. Stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including more movie reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.